Good morning and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Alicia and I have a crochet boutique called Awestruck Crochet and I'm taking you on my next market. These are my market vlogs. This is actually my third market in a week, and so I'm super excited to share with you how it goes and the market breakdown afterwards. I had posted on my Instagram that I had only one day to prep for this because I had a market on Thursday, and I did crochet a lot on Friday, but then I was so tired that I ended up taking a nap in the evening, like around 10 o'clock. Actually, it's 9 o'clock, but I set my alarm clock for 10. But when I woke up, I just didn't feel very good, so I did crochet, but I did never finish any of the assemble things that I did, and I'm at the point where I'm like, you know, what I have is perfectly fine, and it's going however it goes, regardless of how much I could crochet in addition to from today. So anyway, I'm sharing a booth with my mom. It is raining. It's supposed to stop before the craft fair begins, but we'll see how it goes. I probably won't show you the setup just because it's raining, but I will show you what my booth looks like after it's all set up with my mom. Sorry. Alright, booth update. I put out some of Mia's bracelets here on the tray. My chicken sold. A lot of my headbands sold. And baby beanies. Put some more of her bracelets there to cover the space. A couple of the keychains sold. But overall, it's been kind of a slow day sale-wise. So I left this area blank here so that I can show you pictures of things that sold and talk to you about that so you know what I am talking about. So let's get started. So overall, the market was fairly slow. There were a ton of people there. However, it was a festival, and people were there for different reasons, whether it was the parade, the food. They were not all there to just shop. If you remember from a couple weeks ago in my market vlog, I think it's market number 2, I said that the sales were really good, and then I learned that the reasons why they were so good was because people had to pay to get in, and there was only shopping there wasn't anything else to do. And so that's one of the reasons why I think the market was so good, was because people came to shop, people came to spend money and not just do something else while they're there or look while they're waiting for something else. So I am learning that these festivals where there's a parade and other things to do aren't really the best markets for me, because people are there for other reasons and they may not always be there to shop. I also want to keep in mind, though, that I did not have hardly any amigurumi to sell there at the market. This was the third market that I was going to have in a week, and a lot of my amigurumi had sold, and I just only had one day to prep after the second market that week, and my hands and wrists were completely sore. I couldn't do any more. I tried, and then I was so tired. I was almost kind of burnt out that I had pushed myself so hard, and so I didn't have any amigurumi ready to go. Everything that I had was left over from the other market, so the only amigurumi that I had was 2 chickens and a ghost, and that was it. Anything else was beanies or a baby with the levies, and if you weren't shopping for a baby, then that wasn't going to be my audience for the day. I had a couple of adult things and a couple of like older child things, but again, primarily baby or primarily adult, and that day was also hot, and so people were not shopping for a scarf or a beanie. They just kept moving on. So let's go ahead and talk about what did sell at this market and how much I made. So in the category plushies, again, I'm going to just go based off of categories that I've grouped them in, not necessarily in what order they sold. So my plushies, I had the mini ghost, and I only had the one, and it sold for $8. And then I had 2 chickens left, and they both sold for $15 each. Okay, moving on to fall. I sold one of the 3 to 12 month velvet beanie. It was a single palm for $28. I sold a 0 to 3 month single palm for $25. I sold one of my knitted beanies. It was for the age range 4 years and up, and I sold it for $20. It is at a lower cost because I used my knitting machine. I do not know how to knit. My adult knitted beanies are $28, and so if you are actually knitting, know that it would be a lot probably more expensive for you to knit something like that by hand. I do use my knitting machine to make my knitted beanies, and then I sold 4 of the 0 to 3 month headbands for $12 each. Then I sold 2 of the velvet wristlets for $5 each, and I sold 1 scrunchie for $5. So that was my entire sales for that day, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so for that entire time, I made a total of $174 without sales tax. This was a market that many people used more cash than they did card. And so my card fees were only $2.25. So overall, I collected $188.75. $14.75 was the tax that I collected. That did not come out of my total that I earned. I charge my customer sales tax so that I can report it to the state. And that is how much I made for this market. So definitely not as much as my other markets, but they cannot all be super winners. We hope that they are, but again, we just don't know what it's going to be like until we actually get there and until we're selling things. And so this is a market I think that I will not do again next year. There are a couple others more locally that I would like to try instead of driving the 2 hours away. So I hope that this was helpful in seeing how much I made, especially considering my other last 2 markets, they were a success, and seeing that sometimes it just doesn't go as well. I mean, I still made close to $200, but again, that wasn't quite worth my time with driving 2 hours away and sitting there from 9 to 3. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!